All right, guys, so the biggest thing with this mobility series or stretch series is to always be breathing, okay? Big inhales, big exhales into the stretch. So inhale at the starting point, exhale going into the stretch, okay? Also, another thing is do not force anything. Don't force into the stretch, right? You want to keep your body moving from side to side, okay, or whatever into the stretch. Don't force to get into the stretch deeper, okay? You'll feel a stretch, then relax, breathe in, inhale to the starting point, then exhale back into the stretch on the other side, okay? Another thing, make sure you assess which side is worse than the other, okay? So you can do 2 reps on one side and 2 reps on the other side, see which one's worse, okay? Then you know you can go and do more reps on that other side, okay? Again, don't force anything, okay? And the key to this is to move at a moderate pace. So don't move too slow and don't move too fast. Keep the whole thing going at a moderate pace. So that's what I'm going to try to do with y'all right now. Okay, so the first one is the back opener, okay? You're going to be on all fours. Your knees are going to be right underneath your hips. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. Your toes are going to be on, if you have shoes on, my shoelaces will be on the ground, okay? Y'all know what this is pretty much double leg sit back, but our knees aren't wide, okay? So from here, all I'm gonna do is push back, big inhale, push back and exhale. As I exhale, I'm gonna drop my chin towards my chest, okay? I wanna tuck my chin down. So big inhale, big exhale. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay. On this one, you're trying to sit as far back as you can, okay? As far back as you can. You can also push your chest to the ground a little bit if you want. You already know that. Okay, you can do that back opener as many times as you need until you can sit all the way back. Moving on to the next thing is the outside hip drop or the lateral hip opener, okay? So you're on all fours again, but on this time, your knees are touching. Knees are touching, okay? And all you have to do is just drop from side to side, okay? Drop from side to side. You're just dropping your hips down, okay, until I feel a stretch. Once you feel that stretch, you come back to the neutral, okay? Big inhale, exhale, drop the hips down to the side, okay? Come back to the neutral position. Again, you'll keep going, right? Keep going until you can get all the way down to this position where you're looking the opposite direction, okay? Right, big inhale, big exhale. I'm dropping slowly until I can get to this position. So you're probably gonna have to do more reps than I'm doing, okay? But that's okay. So keep going back and forth. Remember, do not force anything. Okay, so now moving on to the next thing. This is windshield wipers. Windshield wipers. Your legs are shoulder width, okay? Your feet are shoulder width apart. From here, all I'm doing is dropping my knees down towards the ground, okay? Leaning back on my arms, dropping my knees down to the ground, right? I can only get to that point, then I come back. Big inhale, big exhale, drop the knees, okay? And you'll keep going, right, until you can get your knees down to the ground like this, okay? The biggest thing is, right, we don't want to see your legs stacked on top of each other like that, okay? Make sure they fall nicely, like if you're gonna end up in 90-90. Okay, so big inhale, big exhale. Right, and don't force anything. I'm a little tighter on this side, which means I could do more reps on this side, okay? Do more reps until I get there. Okay, the next thing, we're gonna go to our glutes. So we're gonna be in our 90-90 position. So you can start at 90-90, okay? From here, you can drop this foot onto this thigh. Okay, drop the foot onto the thigh or onto the knee, okay? And you're gonna be sitting on this hip, okay? When we're doing 90-90, I like for you to sit up tall, but I'm okay with you sitting on this hip for this one, relaxing on the side. You can even use your arm. Okay, now for this, all you're gonna do is big inhale, exhale, and then lean over that front knee. Tuck your chin towards your chest, come back, big inhale, big exhale, drop again. Okay, the biggest thing for this one is you're trying to go all the way to your chest, is basically touching your knee. Okay, once you get to that point, then you can go on. But I want you to get to your chest to the knee. Once you get to that bottom position, so say I've been doing a lot of reps, I get to that bottom position, right? Now from here, I'm just gonna move my elbows down to the ground and I'm just gonna push from side to side. Okay, I'm just rocking from side to side. So big inhale this way, big exhale looking away. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay, then flip and do the other side, right? 90-90 position, my foot's on top of my knee or my thigh, doing the same thing, right? Big inhale, big exhale, trying to lean over, okay? I'm probably a little bit better than y'all will be at this because y'all will have tight hips. My hips are a little bit loose, but if you can get to that position, that's the key, getting to here and then pushing from side to side, okay? The next one that we got, this is the twist. It's gonna be the hip and back, okay? This is for your hip and back. So, being 90-90 again, okay? Remember, we're gonna test each side, make sure which one's a little bit worse than the other so we can do more reps, okay? So you're in the figure 4 position, okay? Your hands, you're gonna walk your hands behind you, okay? You're walking your hands behind you, okay? And all you're trying to do is big inhale, moving forward towards your knee, big exhale, looking over your shoulder towards this other foot. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay, big inhale, big exhale. If you can even walk your hands a little bit further back if you like, if you feel that stretch more, okay? Then do the other side. Okay, I'm on the other side, right? Walking myself back as far as I can. Then from here, right, big inhale going forward. Big exhale, trying to look over my shoulder. Big inhale, big exhale, trying to look over the shoulder. Okay, now moving to the next one. This will be for your hip flexors. Okay, so the same thing. You're walking your hands back, then you'll drop to whatever side you're going to's elbow. Okay. Now from here, if you start to feel a pinch in your back, then all you have to do is end up taking your foot off your thigh and you won't feel that pinch anymore, okay? So I could do that right here. Okay, now I'm doing the same thing. Big inhale going towards my knee. Big exhale when I go back. Okay, big inhale. Big exhale when I go back. And I'm trying to open my chest, open my body, look towards that direction, okay? Look behind me. I'm trying to look behind me. That's the biggest key right here, okay? Now keep moving, right? Keep moving, do the other side. And remember, if I feel this in my back when I'm doing it, I can go back to 90-90. So I walk over, right, to whatever side I'm going to, that elbow drops. Big inhale going forward. Big exhale when I go back looking over. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay. Now, we're gonna be in the same position moving on to this next one, okay? This is called the lat swim. Okay, so you're gonna be, again, in figure 4 position or 90-90, depending on what you're comfortable in, okay, with your back. So you can walk yourself back as far as you can, drop your elbow down, okay? From here, what I'm gonna do is stabilize my shoulder, right? I don't wanna be dumped down into it. Okay, I don't wanna be like this. I wanna stabilize here, okay? From here, I'm gonna reach up as high as I can, big reach. My eyes are gonna follow my hand. So big inhale, big exhale, and point to the direction I'm trying to look to, okay? Then I'll swim through. Big inhale, big exhale. Okay. The key to this one is you're trying to get your shoulders down to the ground or shoulders squared to the ground. Okay. And then do the other side. Okay. Right. Walk myself back as far as I can. Drop to the elbow. Big inhale, big exhale. Trying to get my shoulders squared to the ground. Okay, the next one. Okay, this is almost like our double leg sit back. So you're gonna spread your legs as far as you can until you start to feel a light stretch in your groin. Once you start to feel that stretch, I want your toes pointed in, just like we would on double leg sit back. Okay, toes pointed in. Now from here, as I push back, okay, if I start to feel a pinch in my hip, I could start to round or tuck my glutes. Okay, that'll release that pinch in your hip. Okay, once you start to do that enough, it'll become easier to sit back there. You won't feel the pinch anymore. But if you feel a pinch in your hip, right, I want to round, tuck my glutes, and sit back as far as I can. Okay, remember, I want you to take your time. Do not force anything. Do not force anything. Okay, so we're going to repeat going back to the beginning. Okay, now we're going back to the beginning. On this one, we're going to go to the hip drops. So your knees are tucked in underneath you. Okay, knees are tucked in underneath you. They're touching. Okay, your feet are flat on the ground. And all I'm doing is rocking back and forth. Okay, seeing if I feel any better than I did at the beginning. Okay, and again, the goal is to get to this position, right? If you can get all the way down there, that's really good, really good. Okay, the last one, right? Your hip width apart on your knees, feet are again pointed down, okay? And all I'm doing is trying to sit back, okay? Sit back, sit back, sit back. Big inhale, big exhale, until I can get to that position. Once I get to this position where I'm all the way down, okay, then I can rock my chest over that knee. I can rock side to side, okay? So you'll see it here, right? Just rocking over from side to side. That's it.